Hello everybody and YouTubers. Another beautiful snowy day here in beautiful West Virginia. And still got damage from Sandy back here. My silverback tree here is all tore up. My dog's doing pretty good. She's eating a little bit food, and I don't know what she's doing. She's just running around. My cat's eating a little bit of turkey, and my wood chippers are covered up. Lawnmower. Another lawnmower over there. Got some wood over there I didn't get to yet. Neighbor's tree, apple tree, split up, and it's just snowing lightly, but it is snowing. I don't know if you could see that on the video or not, but the wind came last night and took my barn thing down. It's already needs, my cellars got destroyed, not from the storm but just from water damage in the summer months. It took out a whole entire wall, which I gotta do when the weather gets better. I'll have to take it all out and build the wall up again, and add some fill of dirt and stuff like that. But some of the wood from inside the cellar is over there. Is a pile of wood. I'll probably end up burning that. I got some brush over there too. I did try to chop the tree over there that fell down, but my chainsaw blade, the chain itself, tweaked on me, and it wouldn't run on the bar anymore, so broke a couple of teeth, and so I bought a new chainsaw chain, and I haven't messed with it. It's just been too cold. The wood chippers, I was working on them. One's a 5 horsepower and the other one's a 10 horsepower, and the wood chipper, I got it running half decent. It's still not running quite right yet. I think the air mixture, the carburetor is still kind of off, but I'll get to that when the weather gets better. All the leaves are gone off the trees, most of it, and I'm just making a little video here of this little flurries of snow we're getting. I'll show you my chestnut tree. It's back here. I'll show you what happened. Sandy destroyed it with the snowfall. That's what's left of the chestnut tree. It broke pretty much all of it down. This is the limbs from the tree, and have a couple of cars back there. One's Grand Am, the other one's a Ford Escort. Ford Escort's got a really low mileage on it, so is the Grand Am. I don't drive them. I can only drive one car at a time. Maybe later in the summer I'll get them running decent, sell one, and probably use the other one as a second backup car. This is the pile of brush from the chestnut tree, a little bit from my other silverback tree, they call it. The cherry tree is fine. My pole was there. I took it down in the summertime. Yeah, it's pretty big. I got it really cheap. I had it set up over there 2 years ago. For some reason the ground's unlevel here, and so I tried to make it level here with sand, and never quite got it leveled. It was pretty difficult. Needed more sand. I had 2 tons of sand right there. I needed like 4 tons of sand to make it level. This is the bush I had here. Oh, it broke. Part of it did. I'll trim her up later on. I don't know if the weather gets better. I do got a fire going on in the house. This is where I live, out here in West Virginia. It's a small farmhouse home. It was built in 1846, way before West Virginia became a state. About, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 years. The house has been redone inside, the outside too, as well, with the siding, and the roof's been redone. New windows all through the house, double pane windows, which makes it a big difference than the old windows we had was single pane windows. It felt like it was an old farmhouse. And so it was cold all the time. We could not afford the gas heat, so we burned wood. This chimneys is not too bad. Sits up next to the house. It's fireproofed on the other side of the chimney. Been there forever. I have a poplar tree in front of the house. It's pretty decent size. And I drank some coffee earlier, so that's probably why I'm talking a lot. And this pan here, sitting here, I had some carburetor parts in it, and I'll let it soak. It's an old little pan I had. So I did have a lot of wood here in the summertime from the house, the roof that I took apart and put a new roof on. It was leaking and it was old too, you know. Figured that back in the 1800s they probably did it. Then the wood was the true wood, as far as the wood was, you know, you could tell the square nails and all. So just got a little weather. Got the wood out on the porch ready for tonight. I'm going to be stacking up the wood in the house a little bit, so I'll have it so I don't have to be outside in the weather. I gotta go to the store, and this is my truck right here. It's a 1984 Scottsdale, all original. It only had like 66,000 miles. I believe it was a coal miner's truck. He spent a lot of money and time on it. Kept it in the garage. Very nice shape for the age of the vehicle, and so it's mine now. Got it for $1,000, which is not too bad for a truck. Door needs to be shut. I'll push it in a little bit, but I like it. The front end, I like the front end. really nice done. You can see, yeah, I did a couple of damages on there since I've had it. This is my cellar down here. You can see right through it. Water came along and flooded, took out the driveway here underneath the cellar. And had the cars parked there, but I put it way back there because, you know, there are some people think that they can just throw their trash anywhere they want, and so there's a good example right there. There's a can right there, but sometimes people are a little wild and they throw bottles and stuff out their window thinking they're not going to do any damage, but it could happen. That happened to me a few months ago. Someone threw a bottle out the car and busted my back window of my car. Set me back about $200. But this is my wood. I've collected all summer long. A friend of mine owns about 136 acres, and he came and I was talking with him for one day, and he said, "You need any wood?" I said, "Yes, I do." And so I didn't pay for any of this wood other than my labor to chop it up and stack it. My neighbor helped me cutting the wood, and we kind of made a little deal that if he helped me chop the wood up, I'll mow his grass. So I mow his grass and he chops my wood, which is pretty good. The body is not as strong as it used to be. He's a young man, and he likes to chop wood. He's from North Carolina, and he does do a little chopping wood himself. All that wood up there he's got, and but I just thought I'd make a little video of the weather. And it's November 24th, I believe it is. And we have today and tomorrow to rest before we have to go back to work. And it's been a nice time being off work for a while. Excuse me. Very restful, peaceful. This is the side of my yard. I have a little wood cleanup to do from chopping it up, and he's chopping it up. And just lawnmower stuff and ladders and stuff. My cellar's all messed up, so I can't put everything in there. But this is the side of the house. I have to redo this almost every summer because of the pipes. I redid all the pipe work underneath the house. I got the septic system pumped out about 3 weeks ago. It isn't quite full, but it just needs to be pumped. You got to pump at least twice a year. I mean, once every 2 years. It's a good idea to do that. And it's not that expensive to get it pumped. So it's about $200 really, but it's not that bad. And that makes a big difference in your plumbing. When you're living out in a rural area, they don't have sewer lines like you have in the city. So you have septic systems, and that is okay too. The septic systems are good to have. I like living out in the country. I lived in the city all my life. I grew up in California, and this is a whole lot better than living in the city. You don't have people right up your, you know what, yeah, you see the houses are scattered good distance away from you. It's my only close neighbor, really, right here. But you can see there's no fences, so to speak, and beautiful tree line up there. You see, and there's houses and stuff. They do have cities here in West Virginia, and if you live in the city, then you know what it's like to be right next door to somebody. And I wish I did live a little further out in the country, but this is where God brought me, and I love it. It's great. Housing around here is very affordable. You can actually buy land out here still at a very reasonable price, and you can build your own home on it and own it, not like you would in the city where you got to pay. Taxes are really high, and you have a house that maybe be $200,000, and your payments are really high. But living out in the country like this, it's, even though you got a little snow once in a while and weather changes all the time, the freedom is a lot better. It's almost like the American dream that everybody talks about, and it's great. Housing around here where I live in this area is north central West Virginia, and you could actually buy land very reasonable, about $12,000 an acre is an average price to buy. Out in the country you could buy, depending on the land, you can get rights for the mineral rights. Still, some cases where you'll never have to pay for gas for your home, keep warm all winter, and it's just a beautiful place to live. Like I said, God brought me here, and I really love it. At first, when I came out here, when I was first here about 13-14 years ago, from a city, you could imagine the shock I was in, but I learned to love it. I felt at peace, and it's great. Well, this is the end of my video, and I'll have to go now, and you guys have a happy Thanksgiving weekend and enjoy your time off from work, and maybe I'll talk to you some other time. All right, bye.